It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got the latest chapter of a historic rivalry. It's the Seahawks and the Niners, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the... Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. That a 92-yard kick return. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. So how about that for an intriguing start? The opening kickoff of the ball game, return for a touchdown. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. On first down, it's Mitchell. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1. And this one brought in by Sanu. This will wind up a loss on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Mitch Wishnowski now on to punt. This is taken at about the 14. The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10, right at the 30. And he gets this to the 35, good for a gain of 5. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Here's Wilson to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for Seattle. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Again, Wilson rolling to his left. That completes it again to Metcalf. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up for the 1st and goal.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson punching it in from a yard away. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll make the score 14-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was Russell Wilson finishing things off with a touchdown run. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On play action, it's Garoppolo. Now he'll escape to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
On first down, Garoppolo. And now Garoppolo lost the football.
They can't stop us.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Silver. Here we go. Black 80. 54, Mike. Let's go, Tackle. Let's go. We got this. 65. 11. 10.
On 2nd and goal, Garoppolo. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They're giving him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
They'll run the screen with Mitchell. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. The kick by Gold is good, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime, something to build on maybe. Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points, and now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now Wilson on first down. He'll find Metcalf. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3 and out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. You normally talk about the mobility and the accuracy first, but the arm strength, that's what can turn Russ into danger Russ. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive, 4 plays. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it.
Check. Watch 54.
The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. And just like that, on we head to half number 2.
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Gunn and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Garoppolo. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
And this will pin them back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. Well, you don't expect too many quarterbacks to be adept at breaking away from would-be tacklers, but this is uncommonly good right here as he's able to get away. Now he'll let it go on the run, deep left side. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get high.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Let's go! Let's go!
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. He'll try and throw it deep to the other side of the field. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and they open the lead up now to 25. That time a 6-play drive, and the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up! Yeah. Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
You know they wanted, you know they expected, they needed him to be sharp coming out after the half. Unfortunately, he's missed his first 3 throws. I wonder if he got out late and missed his warm-up time.
The whole team did come out a little bit later than usual. I don't know, maybe there's something to that.
Must have been a heck of a halftime speech.
Yeah, maybe just trying to rally the troops back from this deficit. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And incomplete on the deep.
What we've seen so far in this game, they're not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The Niners on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Play action. Garoppolo. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And this one is incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Garoppolo. Got to have this one. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. They go back to Carson here on 2nd. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
Let's go.
Well, for Chris Carson, I mean, he is a powerfully built back, and using that size and strength there to good advantage as he shakes free of a would-be tackler.
There he goes again, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now Myers for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was all capped off by the Chris Carson touchdown run. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more.
They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo
Exactly.
going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Throwing on first is Garoppolo.
He'll dump that one off to Mitchell.
That catch good for only a couple.
8 yards to go on 2nd down.
Garoppolo again. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 35. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Right there. 54. Right there.
Garoppolo on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. To throw on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo. His throw incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
He wants it all for the end zone. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review of this being inside 2 minutes of play.
After review of play, ruling on the field is reversed.
So take away the touchdown there, as that's going to be ruled an incomplete pass.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. Looking deep for Jennings. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Seahawks are going to take over the football. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
They go back to Carson here on second.
And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. So the victory here for Seattle. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting.